Hello children, how are you? I hope that all of you are happy. So students, in last video I discussed with you about lesson number 2.2, the souvenir. Now in this video I am going to discuss with you English workshop of lesson number 2.2, the souvenir. So let's see on page number 28. See question number 1. Guess the meaning of the following words. So here some words are given. So in last video when I explained lesson, that time only I told you meaning of these words. So for that meaning you may listen again that video, or you have to find out from the dictionary and note down that meanings in your classwork notebook. Even one sub question is given over there. Question is, write the smaller and related words that you see within these words. So now here what you have to do, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words are given over there, correct? No. So now you have to write down smaller words from each given word. So one word I will tell you how to write. First word is exorbitantly. So you have to write down exorbitant, orbit, boxer, brain, retain, this much. Okay, so like this, whatever letters are given in that words, you have to use that letter and make smaller words. Let's see now second question. Use the details given in the story and your imagination and prepare a timetable for the trip to the moon. So now this is an activity. So you have to make your own timetable. Okay, you just imagine that you are going for picnic or trip to the moon, and you are making your own timetable. So you have to write down your own timetable. You have to decorate that timetable, use different colors for writing that timetable. Okay, let's see question number 3. Say whether the following statements are right or wrong. So here 7 statements are given. So now each statement you have to read carefully and recall the story, whatever I explained in last video, and as per that you have to write down this answer. You may write, if it is correct you have to write down right, if it is wrong you have to write down wrong. Children, after third question you have to attempt question number 6. That question is, gather more information about the following from science textbook, the internet and other sources. So here 3 points are given. First one is gravitational force. Second one is view of the sky when you are on the moon. And third one is Chandrayaan mission of India. So now here you have to gather information, okay, and write down that information in your notebook. 8. Language study. So here collective nouns are given. We will see information about collective nouns. Some nouns stand for a number of persons or things taken together. They are called collective nouns. For example, class of 60 students, a herd of cattle, a flock of sheep, a team of players, a list of names. Collective nouns also have singular and plural forms. For example, class, classes, herd, herds, team, teams. So students, would you remember last time I sent you one link of kinds of nouns? So for better understanding you may see that link again, and you will get idea from that link what is the collective noun. And again you have to write down 10 examples in your classwork notebook, not to write in your grammar notebook. Okay, so write down 10 examples of collective nouns in your classwork notebook. Children, let's turn to next topic. See on page number 29, punctuation is given over. Correct? No? So what is punctuation? Punctuation is the art of putting in correct marks or stops in the appropriate places while writing so that the reader gets the correct meaning of what is written. If you will give in a wrong place that marking, okay, so what will happen? The meaning of that full sentence, the statement, it will be changed. So you have to use proper mark at proper place. First one is full stop. It is also known as period. It is used at the end of a statement or order. So, how to use it and where to use it? You may use at the end of assertive and imperative sentences, or after abbreviations and in initials. So, here example is given. Statement is I have 3 colored pencils. Full stop. Order sit down. Full stop. It is also used in abbreviations like BA. BA means Bachelor in Arts. Next is comma. A comma shows a slight pause in a sentence. It is used for the following. First one is to separate words in a list. We have a mango tree, comma, a banana tree, comma, 2 neem trees and a guava tree in our garden. Full stop. Second one is to separate phrases or clauses. Actually, comma, if you are interested in wild animals, comma, you must visit that sanctuary. Full stop. Third one is in writing conversations. Please pay attention, comma, the teacher said, full stop. She said, comma, double inverted comma, this is interesting, full stop. Next one, before or after the word or words used to address someone. Mummy, comma, can I go out to play with friends? Question mark. After that, it is used to mark of a quotation from the rest of the sentence in direct speech. For example, Cinderella said, comma, double inverted comma, I have lost my slipper. Full stop, double inverted comma, completed. It is also used to separate clauses in the sentence. For example, the policeman met the shopkeeper, comma, but he wasn't the thief. Full stop. It is also used to separate words in a list. For example, the rich prince owned cars, comma, motorcycles and boats. One more example, the person sold bread, comma, biscuits, comma, sweets, etc. Full stop. It is also used to separate nouns or names used to address someone from the rest of the sentence. For example, in double inverted comma, Priya, comma, can you pass the salt please? Question mark, double inverted comma, completed. So like this you can use comma at various places. That is the question mark. That question mark is used at the end of a question. For example, do you have enough money for the journey? Question mark. And even it is used at the end of a question tag. For example, Sonali is angry, comma, isn't she? Question mark. Some more examples I am going to read. How are you? Question mark. Can you hold my bicycle for a moment? Comma, please? Question mark. So like this you have to add some more examples of question mark. Next one, that is exclamation mark. It is used at the end of an exclamation or interjection. So for example, hooray! Exclamatory mark. It's a holiday tomorrow. Again exclamation mark. It is also used at the end of an exclamatory sentence. For example, what a colorful rainbow! Exclamatory mark. One more example, that is what a beautiful flower! Exclamatory marks. Congratulations! Exclamation mark. Next one, that is hyphen. So it is used to connect parts of compound words. For example, sun in law. So how to write? Son, then put sign of hyphen, in, again sign of hyphen, law, and read like this way: son-in-law, mouth watering. Double click, commander-in-chief, commander, then put sign of hyphen, in, again sign, and then chief, and read commander-in-chief. Anti-terrorism, anti, then put sign of hyphen and terrorism, and read anti-terrorism. So students, next and last one, that is dash. It is used to separate parts of a sentence. Even it is used after a series of nouns followed by a related idea. Example, there are 3 types of pollution, dash, air pollution, comma, water pollution and sound pollution. It is also used to separate an idea from another in a sentence if necessary. For example, if only he had come, dash, but it is too late now, full stop. So students, now what you have to do, you have to write down 10 example of each punctuation. So now students, you have to complete the whole assignment in your classwork notebook, okay? And this punctuation you have to note down in your grammar notebook. Till the next link I will send you. Till that, take care. Bye bye.